I'm hearing cat, and I don't think that's just me hearing things I like, being biased because I love cats, but maybe something about a cat. Oh, even the name, cat could be relevant for somebody. We have the world. Wow. Okay. Wrapping up of, strong energy here, a big cycle. So something very significant is going on with your connection this week. Both of you, your connection has come to an end point, meaning there's a new beginning point now that you're both entering into. So let's have a look and see how this plays out. Okay, wow, double Leo energy here. So Lionsgate could have been really significant for some of you, but we have strong Leo energy. Who else do we have? We have Gemini as well, in particular. Oh, wow, let's just start here. The Two of Cups in reverse with the Lovers. If you've been experiencing some kind of disconnect with your person, and I did a reading that spoke about this, it was maybe a few readings ago, several readings ago, and it felt that something had happened or a series of small things have been happening and it wasn't going to plan, or it felt like in some way your connection was falling apart, or there was some kind of tower moment. And I said in that reading that it wasn't how it seemed. This disruption, it's all part of the plan to lead to something bigger. And here we have the world. So the ending of that experience, moving into the Lovers, which is, if we think of the Two of Cups, for me, that's a more 3D version of the Lovers energy. So we're being propelled into the really spiritual side of this connection, your person being very aware of the fact that this connection is divine. Both of you being, I'm seeing almost like two people being sort of shoved in the small of their backs, pushed forward at a very quick pace along the path that they're on. So moving forward in your journey together in a very significant way. So that's really interesting. We'll definitely clarify. Okay, strength and the sun. Your person is seeing you as being extremely strong, is shining extremely brightly. You might have the attention of lots of people. There's lots of abundance around you as well. They're looking at you as being very beautiful, very, very handsome, very attractive. And it's an attractiveness, physically attractive, no doubt, no question. But there's also an attractiveness that comes from within. Maybe some of you are very sort of confident with your bodies, and that shows. Or even if it's not a confidence, it's an acceptance. You are who you are. You know what you have. You know your body very well. I don't know how that's going to resonate with you. Maybe some of you are very health conscious, or you exercise, or you've been through a struggle with your body, whether it's a health problem or like a sort of something physical about yourself you've struggled with, and you've been on your own journey with that and gained some kind of strength, some kind of mastery in your person. They might not know exactly what you've been through, but the confidence you now have, the kind of the comfortable feeling I'm getting, that you have with yourself and your body, or that the point you're getting to of being that way, it's something that they pick up on. They just sort of understand this about you and really like it. Okay, so your person loves you. The Queen of Cups, lots of soft, gentle feelings here, being very much in their emotions. I think your person is thinking about you a lot, really thinking about whatever they need to do, whatever step they need to take to move forward, to be with you. He's standing here, he's looking down over the edge and he's saying, okay, I know my divine feminine, or I know my soulmate is down here, and I have to leave this tower to go and be with them. Am I ready? Can I do this? So really, thinking about you, feeling this connection, thinking about the feelings they have for you, really, really wanting to be with you, actually, and really feeling you in their heart space. We have some seahorses here, and seahorses, it's the male seahorse who gives birth. So something about a role reversal, especially with it being the Queen of Cups, not the King of Cups. So I feel right now, or this week, the divine masculines or your soulmates, they seem to be, we've got all this strength coming up for you. This is how they're seeing you. They seem to have moved more into their heart space. There's more of a receptive energy here than perhaps they're usually in. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Artist in reverse. So they're trying to come up with some kind of new creative way to come forward to you. You know, they don't want it to be like it has been in the past. If you're in a relationship already, they want to do something new here. They want to move this forward in a new way. And they're really, you know, thinking, you know, what idea can I come up with here? We have the wings on his ankles, and that makes me think of Hermes, you know, the messenger, in I think Greek mythology, possibly Roman. So they're really thinking about how to bring this message to you, you know, and we'll see what this message is. So let's start there. In terms of clarifying, Spirit, can you show us what's this message that this person wants to bring to my viewer, to my subscriber, please? What is this message that they're trying to find a way to creatively deliver? I'm hearing passion fruit and also ice cream. I think we've had ice cream before. Oh, wow. Now, okay, how are they seeing you? Yeah, see, feeling a little blocked at this time. They're looking at you as though you're going to say, don't even come towards me with any of that bullshit from before. And, you know, that's just how I heard it. So that's how I'm saying it. So you may not feel like this, but in the past, they have not sat down and discussed this with you and talked about building a future with you. What did they bring? Some kind of low vibrational, toxic energy. And they think you're going to say no, you know, don't even, I'm protecting my heart, don't even come towards me, don't bring that to me because you hurt me last time and I'm not interested. So you may not feel this way. You may have worked through it, you may not be angry, maybe you were never angry, but this is what they're worried about, and this is why your person is really trying to come up with something interesting, creative, new, different, you know, some way of approaching you here. Okay, so we know what they're afraid of, but what is it they want to say? What's their message, please, Spirit? Wow, they've been watching you, and they're watching you shine. They're watching you be a success, manifest. They see abundance around you. They want a new beginning. We've got Aries energy here. And you see, we go from the World to the Fool. Yeah, will you please give them a second chance? Can you have another go in this connection? They've been watching you and they now understand, you know, their feelings for you, everything you were offering. They understand more about what this connection is. They're not looking so much at the ways in which there are obstacles in the 3D or it hasn't worked in the 3D. They're very focused on the fact that, you know, the lovers, the number 6, divine love, divine energy here, and wanting to move towards that. Again, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So also the Knight of Wands reversed, if your person was in and out before, and I know we spoke about this in the last reading, the disappearing acts, that's not what they want to show you now. They want to bring you something, even if it's small. It's something you can hold, it's something tangible, it's something to hold on to build from. Okay, so very clear there what their message is. Yeah, how can they come forward and ask you, you know, or show you that they want another go here? Yeah, okay. So let's continue. Tell us about the Two of Cups with the lovers, please. Wow. So they walked away. Or if they didn't say, you know, I'm off, or do something that showed them very deliberately walking away, I feel that emotionally they withdrew. And as I was saying, you know, they had to go on some sort of journey. They had to miss you basically for a while to realize that you are their Two of Cups. You are, you know, their counterpart here. So they pulled back, or they went away only to return to you. And that's the thing. If you were looking at something that happened in the 3D and you're thinking, wow, this has really, you know, This really hasn't gone to plan. It's all fallen apart. Spirit was saying, no, it's okay. This is the plan. Now your person is coming back in and they've elevated from this Two of Cups energy, you know, which is kind of mutual feelings, mutual respect, friendship, to the lovers, understanding that this connection isn't going anywhere, that this is something very divine, very special. Okay, can you tell us anything else, please, about the Two of Cups, lovers energy? Yeah, exactly. You know, they don't want to be out in the cold from you anymore. Some of them have, whoops, they have been juggling. Could be you and another person. It could be you and work, you and, you know, a very busy life that they lead, whatever it is. And it's interesting because this came out upright, then it fell on the floor. And when I picked it up, it was in the reverse. So this is showing me that while they have been away, so if you've been in complete separation, no communication, or even if they've just been distant, and you felt that they're holding something back, they've really been changing things, you know, dropping something, dropping the other thing that they either chose instead of you before or put above your connection. Okay, let's have a look and see what they're thinking about you. How do they feel? You know, what do they think of you? What are they kind of, when they see you shining like this, what do they think? Wow. They think about what you were offering, the opportunity they missed. For some of you, the letter M or W could be significant, but yeah, they just think, wow, this amazing woman or man, you know, because it's general, so could be either, was offering me their heart, was offering me this amazing gift, and I just, you know, I walked away. The Eight of Cups. I chose something else, my busy life or responsibilities or appearances, whatever it is. So it's like the more you shine, the more abundance you draw towards you, the more this person thinks about the past, you know, when you were offering to them, when your heart was very open, when you were trying to give, to nurture, the fact that they had an opportunity with you. I feel now they would give anything to have this, you know, this opportunity to be the person by your side. For some of you, I just feel that you have lots of people around you, lots of people watching you, lots of people maybe interacting with you, liking you, enjoying your attention or something like that. And your person's saying, wow, you know, this amazing person, as in you, the viewer, was offering this love to me and I didn't take it. Yep, thinking about when they hadn't hurt you, when this connection hadn't been through many cycles and struggles and you still wanted to fight for this, you know, you probably stepped back, put some new boundaries up, or, you know, you stepped in another direction to invest in something else, to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, to rest, to heal. So you're not actively fighting for this anymore. And that's why they could be interpreting you as being defensive when that's not true. Maybe for some of you it is, but if it isn't, your lack of proactive effort is making your person think you must be angry with them when that's not true. You're just not actively chasing them or pursuing this connection. You're maybe doing other things right now. The Chariot. Okay, so we have Cancer energy here. Yeah, you know, I just feel you are sounding strong. Again, the Chariot can be very masculine energy. You are manifesting. He has the Magician's wand here. You've got a lot going on, but you're completely in control of everything. You're heading towards victory. Some of you with the Star, you may have had a very particular dream and you just went for it and you've achieved it. There was no messing about, you know, and that's very inspiring to your person. Meanwhile, the energy that they were in was much smaller, more sort of low. It was lower vibrational, it was inauthentic, they were wearing masks. You in the past, you were on two completely different levels. You, the viewer, you know, your heart was open, you recognized how special this connection was, the divinity within it. You were, you know, like in the big leagues. You were playing the I don't know, I want to say like playing the big game. I don't even know what that means, but you know, you were, I can't find the words. You had an understanding of exactly what was going on here. And it's almost like the small 3D things that was not your concern. The Chariot, if there's an obstacle, he either pushes past it, rolls over it, moves out the way, carries right on. He is heading towards victory, no question. Your person, I mean, look at this guy. He's moving forward but looking behind him. He's moving forward blind. And that's what I get. Your person didn't understand what you did in the past. They were very focused on the minutiae, on the problems. And your person, I'm feeling, hadn't experienced a connection, a love like this before, or a person like you. So they felt that it was going to be fleeting, you were going to disappear, you were going to catch on to what sort of person they were or something like that and leave them. So they would take what they could get before that happened. And B, it's like they didn't realize how important, how special this was. So they were kind of, and I'm just going to say how I heard it, they were dicking around. Okay. That's why this had to happen, this walking away, this appearance of your connection maybe going through struggle or falling apart or not working out, so that you could both, see the sort of the bigger picture here, and you could both be on this level that you've been operating at. I hope this makes sense. I can't quite get the right words to explain it, but it's like a reset button has been pressed, and now you're both seeing things clearly. It's kind of like, I want to do like some sort of sport analogy. So let's say it's the difference between, you were training for the Olympics, you were going to compete, swimming in the Olympics. Your person, they were having swimming lessons every Saturday at the local pool. Do you know what I mean? It's not with this energy, but with this energy. And now you've both went away, you've both been doing some serious training and preparation, and it hasn't been easy. You've been training your body, your mind, your spirit, everything. And now you're here, ready to go forward together. Okay. Wow. So let's go back. So if we think about what your person's doing this week, we know they're thinking about how can they come up with some way of making this offer, of reintroducing themselves, of, how can they show you a different side of themselves? So let's see, what will they come up with? How will this unfold? Tell us more, please. What's this creative idea or offer that they're going to come up with? Can you tell us some more, Spirit? Exactly, the Chariot. They're coming forward to be a match, a good match for you. You're both on the same page. You are both vibrating at the same level, operating the same way, thinking in the same way now. So, this could mean many things. The Chariot is Cancer energy. It's sort of water-based energy, the heart, emotions. So something emotional, showing you emotions they hadn't before. But this person's coming back in control, ready to manifest with you. They now understand it's not just about, oh, this is my life, this is my reality, I'm stuck with it. They can change it. Okay, so they're coming back in a way that's going to sit very well with you. And it's, it's kind of, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Something to close this gap or this distance between you. So that's very nice. Oh, what's this? Aha, Justice. I don't even know when this slipped out, but it's obviously important. Libra energy. But you see Justice, the scales being balanced, a reset. Karma coming into play, the universe, the divine, helping this connection. This is justice. Like I said, like athletes, you both had to go away, go through a struggle, be separate from one another probably, and now you can come back together. And you're equals. You can't have an Olympic swimmer competing against, someone who maybe does it casually every so often, or someone who's still having lessons. You had to be a worthy sort of match here. Okay, so let me get you one of these cards for some advice or something Spirit wants to flag up, and then we'll end with a spell or manifesting card, however you want to think of it. Okay, so can we get a message from my viewers, please? Ooh, the storm. Only when you learn to dance in the rain do you gain freedom from the storm. Spirit is asking you to pick your song. Yes, exactly. And that's what I was saying. It's like you've been through the storm. You have both learned to dance in the rain. And now you're moving forward. And we saw this right at the beginning of the reading with the world, which is now gone because I've reshuffled. But like I said, you've reached the end of what has been a very difficult and significant cycle. Okay, so let's get one of these cards. So with these, you can take them directly, you can take inspiration from them, you can choose to do absolutely nothing with them. Let's see, so can we get a message, please, for this week for my viewers? So this is sort of maybe to help you with anything you're manifesting here. Okay, and we have a moon spell. Basket moon spell. When the first narrow crescent of the waxing moon, or basket moon, appears in the night sky, place a green candle beside a white lily or freesia. Anoint the candle with tuberose or rose oil. Take a handful of seeds or nuts still in their shells and place them in front of the candle. Close your eyes and recite this aloud. Under this newest of moons in Eden fair, I walk through flowers in the garden of my desires. I light the flame of my mind, I plant the seeds of things to come. Now say aloud what you want in the coming time. When the candle has burned down, bury the nuts and flower in your yard. Wonderful new energy and ideas will begin to bloom immediately in your life. Okay. Oh, it focused. It never focuses. Amazing. Okay, so that's obviously very specific, quite in depth. So like I said, just take any inspiration. If it made you think of anything as I was reading, run with that. So yeah, use as much or as little from this as you like. Okay, so if you are leaving us here, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to book your own personal reading, the link is in the comments below. Sorry, not comments, in the description box below. I've got some free meditations, a link to a Facebook group, and some other stuff down there as well. If you're sticking around though, we'll have a look now at the one question, one card reading. And if you want to leave your own question below to be in with a chance of being chosen on Wednesday, just, go for it. Leave your question in the comments. Okay. Okay, so client Casey, thank you for your question. So Spirit, can you please show us, will client Casey and AG get engaged soon? Okay. Casey and AG get engaged soon. What can you show us? Can we get one card, please? Saw the Two of Cups and the Tower in reverse, which tells me that the storyline we've been looking at might really resonate with you. That perhaps something seemingly didn't go to plan, but actually it's putting you on a much higher, more aligned path with one another. Okay, will Casey and AG get engaged soon, please? Client Casey and AG, can we get one card? Okay. Ooh, the King of Cups. Okay, this is very interesting because the King of Cups has a lot of love. So I do feel this person is very passionate about you and is in love with you, AG. The only thing is the King of Cups, he's very stoic sometimes. He could be completely in love with you and not tell you. So what I would say is everything seems to be in place. The love is certainly there. The maturity of emotion, it's consistent emotion, it's well developed, it's mature emotion. So it may happen soon, yes. If it doesn't, please don't be disheartened because, with this energy, it looks like it will happen in future or in the future. And it might just be, maybe AG is maybe it's difficult to get this person to open up about their feelings or to make any moves, but this person certainly is in love with you. So, yeah, I mean, take comfort in that. But this is a fantastic card, so I would say it's possible. Yeah, I would say if we're talking about percentages, I'm getting 70% in my head to say that it will happen soon. Like I said, the only thing that makes me pause is that the King of Cups isn't the first to speak his feelings or to take action. But this staff he's holding is making me think of the Ace of Wands, and that's why I said this person has passion for you. And Wands, fire energy, is about action. So, you know, that's a very good sign. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some kind of idea, or is helpful, or points you in a direction.